Sasha, joined by our 2K TV.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2.
We're coming at you from the Peak Chesapeake Energy Arena in beautiful Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder prepare to take the floor. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts. And David, before...
Well, guys, we know Rupp.
Yeah, he's special, D.A., absolutely. Thanks. Two teams that run offense through the block, Brent. What does playing inside out do to a defense?
Well, it's kind of the idea, we've talked about it, Kevin, the accordion of the defense.
Right.
You press them in and then out, and then at some point, if they don't work themselves back in, there are advantages on driving angles, there's advantages of attacking closeouts, and then opportunities open up. And the more of those easy shots go in, it starts to deflate that defense.
Boy, you need that center to kind of have his head on a swivel, right? He's got to have that great vision about where guys are.
Well, between that and also you being a big Polka fan, we'll see how this accordion defense plays out tonight.
I love the Polka. A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Steven Adams, Damian Lillard out there with Harden, then it's Green, and it's Gasol, and at the 4 spot.
Westbrook just plays with an incredible competitive fire, and that energy right now, he's not taking any possessions off.
Lillard, the pass to Gasol. Back to Lillard. Passes it to Harden. 4 on the shot clock. Launches it. That shot is off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, they rebounded better than the U.S. economy, and that turned it into a blowout victory. They were dominant on the glass.
Outside, Green from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Well, 9 times out of 10, if you can't take advantage of the freebies at this level, the outcome is not going to be in your favor.
Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
And you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka. And it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Westbrook kicks to Buck. Love outside. Westbrook against Harden. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder trading away Harden in the summer of 2012. Well, Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not. And that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. And the salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but you know, at the time, it was the move that OKC made, and I can't really argue with it.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Green. The kick out to Brown. 5 on the clock.
Like the effort. They're relentless on D, and Green never giving up on that play. Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, the Magic again can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Pass to Love. Back to Westbrook. Love outside. On deep. The Thunder with another miss.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Westbrook against Green. Knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. They need this one. And the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Well, he can go around you or he can go over you. Sometimes Russell Westbrook can even go through you.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. When the super teams are dominant game after game, some people are going to ask, what's the point of even playing a game like this?
Well, in the regular season, I hear that all the time, and I sort of laugh at it because this is what the season is about. 82-game grind, having competition not only with opponents, but within yourself, within your team, battling for minutes. And we understand that a lot of these teams are built to win in the postseason. The regular season doesn't mean much for them. They're going to qualify for the playoffs, but there are other teams in this league, Kevin, trying to fight to improve. And on nights where you have opportunities to play against that kind of dominant team, a coach can say, see the potential, see what is possible. We just saw it here tonight.
And take some personal pride in your performance.
No doubt about it. And you can stack yourself up against these super teams that roll into your arena to find out exactly where you are. And sometimes winning a game like that for a coaching staff, they can say, let's use this momentum to build on it. We just beat one of the better teams in the league. So psychologically, it works in a lot of ways during a regular season.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Lillard outside. Gasol inside. He's going up against Love. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Adams' shot is good.
Well, great efficiency on the inside from Steven Adams. Rarely does he take a bad shot.
Westbrook against Harden. Outside Butler. To the paint. The rebound by Harden.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Lillard against Brown. There's the pass to Love. Good D by Harden. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it because weak defenses, you could take bad shots.
Lillard.
That's not what they did here tonight.
The zero and
that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
But that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
A 3-ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Westbrook against Harden. And that one's good. Westbrook.
There's a lot of big men in the league who aren't as skilled in the paint as Russell Westbrook is.
Magic leading by 3. Lillard from outside. And Adams with the slam.
This guy is a beast on the boards.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
And it's Butler missing. Orlando's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Kicks it out to Lillard. Cans it from downtown. And now it's an 8-point Magic lead.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Zeller, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Alec Burks comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
That pushes it to double digits. 11 points for Lillard.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Zeller finds Love. Butler on the way. Inside, Burks. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Lamb passes to House. Pass to Adams. Now here's Lamb, defended by Butler. And that one's good. House.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Butler with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston. No good from Bledsoe.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
To the inside. And that one's good. House. House has got 5.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Bledsoe kicks to Butler. His three-pointers off the mark. Orlando leading by 14. House, the pass to Lillard. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
And those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Passes it to Butler. Here's Burks. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
No clue how he got that on the ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Quincy Acey's checked in for Orlando. Barea comes in for Damian Lillard. Free throw good. Burks. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Barea. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. He kicks to House. Pass to Barea. Wide open. And he drops that one in. Barea's got his first points of the game.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
And the pass to Bledsoe. Pass to Zeller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zeller's got his first bucket of the night.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
AC dishes to Berea. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Bledsoe against Berea. Bledsoe kicks to Zeller. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Zeller.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Berea against Bledsoe. Now here's Berea. Tight defense on him. Pass to Lamb. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's House. That shot off, and Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Pass to Oubre. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Magic. 9-point game. Bledsoe against Berea. And stolen by Zeller. Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
Kevin Love showing off a bit of his moxie there and some experience there, overpowering the defense with some of his strength.
Berea looking over the floor. Teardrop shot. No good on that one.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Orlando Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, Kaminsky out there with Quincy Ace. And there's J.J. Berea, then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's House in at the 3 slot. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time, and it's difficult to do even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. D.A., thank you.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
It's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. Thompson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Magic. James Harden, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Off the inbound, and J.J. Berea, the bucket on the assist by House. Berea's got 6.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Here's Burks. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. House the pass to Ace. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get the shots like that.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for J.J. Barea. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. It's tipped. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Harden against Westbrook. Back to Harden. Takes the assist and lays it in.
Timeout.
Picked out the pass nicely. And the Magic lead by 11. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Thunder making a change here. Brown's checked in. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Orlando.
And they haven't needed a whole lot of work done inside because of what their guards are doing. It's been an outstanding performance by the fellas in that backcourt.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Westbrook kicks to Brown. They can use a bucket. No good. Shot missing. The Magic go the other way with it. Barea against Bledsoe. Over in the corner, Green. Good. It's Barea who picks up the assist. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
Bledsoe finds Thompson. To the middle. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Barea against Bledsoe. Barea, the pass to Gasol. From outside, off the mark. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Down by 12.
Well, Westbrook keeping his options open on that possession, doesn't force the shot, and finds a man breaking free. And Westbrook really did take his time, but in the end signed that $205 million contract for 5 years to stay in OKC, to make it his home. That's the largest contract in NBA history at the time it was signed. And I'd have to say, money well spent for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Westbrook against Harden. Shoots it up. The Magic again can't hit. Yeah, a lot of nail biting in Oklahoma after the departure of Kevin Durant. Brent, what did keeping Westbrook on that team, in that organization, mean for the Thunder?
Well, it means that they still want to win some basketball games, Kevin. And Russell Westbrook approaches every game with such incredible competitive drive. We saw in his triple-double season that he just carries an unbelievable workload with the highest usage rate in NBA history that year. It's amazing the kind of effort he plays with, and the goal is to get back to the finals.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Adams, he's checked in for the Magic. Lillard comes in for J.J. Barea. Basket good. 6 points for James Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Outside Westbrook. Ball's knocked loose. Gasol with the steal. Harden kicks to Adams. Lillard against Westbrook. Fires the three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Butler in the corner. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
And how about the improvement of Butler in the catch-and-shoot game? Every year he seems to get a little more comfortable.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. With the fadeaway. Adams' shot is off. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Feeds to Westbrook. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lillard outside. Outside Gasol. And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team.
Nelson, that's how you get removed from my friends list. 1 second while I do some maintenance. Sorry about that, everybody.
Defender to the paint and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lillard surveying the D. Back to Green. Pocket 6. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks to Zeller. Wants to get it to Brown and does. And Adams sends it back.
Adams is a decent shot blocker, but relies on his position mostly, that time in the right spot.
Green finds Harden. Outside Gasol. The 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Brown outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
He kicks to Thompson. Lob outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Nobody near Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Up top, Brown. Covered by Lillard. And here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
And he makes that one.
So that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
To the middle, here's Lillard, lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Westbrook dishes to Love. The pass to Butler. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Alec Burks checked in for Oklahoma City.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up and his productivity has gone way up.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lillard against Westbrook. Now the feed to Burks. Outside Butler. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Westbrook, and he drops it in from the low post. Westbrook's got 13 points.
Well, Russell does historic things, and maybe tonight's another one.
Lillard against Westbrook. Pulls up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. He's got 17.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Lillard from outside. Burks pulls it in.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Butler on the way. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Magic leading by 8. And Lillard kicks to House. The dish to Adams. Pass to Kaminsky. Here is House. Now here's Lamb. Defended by Butler. Lamb with the bounce pass. A fader. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Out to the wing. Here's House, and Butler sends it back.
And the length of Butler, it can be a real problem. You've got to respect his reach, and this is a guy who can block shots from the wing.
Lillard, rebound by Butler.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Westbrook passes to Butler. They get it again. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
Second chance by Russell on the inside. Quick lift off the floor, and it allows him to get the things that other guys can't.
Lillard, right side, over Westbrook. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Orlando. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're leading the way at the start. It was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, what did you think about the Magic?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so.
And that wraps up that.
If you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
But we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Brown. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Got to get out on Butler from beyond the arc. His three-point stroke continues to improve.
Lillard against Westbrook. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Wide open. Couldn't capitalize. Passes it to Westbrook. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Here's Harden. And no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning. So the hope is that he's going to get going.
But they'll get another chance. Outside Butler. Down low. Gasol with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season. And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
2 shots. Last on the first.
We throw good, James Harden. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Thunder trailing by 7. Right side Westbrook over Green and off the front iron, and in it goes. 17 points for Russell Westbrook. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Orlando's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15. Thompson against Lillard. Pass to Adams. From deep, Gasol. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
More power from Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
Go away for like 4 minutes and that happens.
Lillard finds Green. Adams outside. Back to Green. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 9.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. Brown outside. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 from Harden. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Butler missing.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
And Adams with the slam.
Well, not many times does Adams get his number called for plays like that, but the oop there looked good.
And a tremendous unleashed chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Thompson. Oubre comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Orlando also making some changes. Quincy Ace is coming in for Adams. And Barea subbed in for Lillard. Here's Bledsoe. Green with the block.
It's not talked about often enough, but Green averages more blocks per game than almost all other backcourt players.
Barea against Bledsoe. Barea kicks to Gasol. Harden inside the three-point line. Oubre pulls it in.
That's like milk on a hot day.
Man, I really like JJ
Absolutely
Barea.
no reason for him to be taking those shots.
I wish I could get him on my team.
Love outside.
Look at him D up Bledsoe.
Well, they're passing to Oubre. Inside, here's Bledsoe.
Look at that.
Orlando with the rebound.
Nothing easy.
Led by as many as 14 points.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Inside, ball stolen.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Across the board, Brent, it's hard to find an offensive weapon as efficient as Kevin Love.
He doesn't have the highest shooting percentage for a big man, but his impact is huge because of how many threes he takes and how many threes he ultimately makes. When he gets locked in with that kind of shot, he can explode for some huge numbers. We've seen that in the past. Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Here's Harden, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Love.
2 shots, gentlemen.
The Magic shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He misses the free throw. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program, it's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Butler dishes to Oubre. And there's the pass to Zeller. Butler with the ball. Oh, good on that one. Great tee that time from Green. Three-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds.
Now we on the
Just
bench.
solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
Orlando leading by 3. Steps back and fires. Barea, no good. Oklahoma City has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And you gotta admire Butler. I mean, when he's got space to rise up for the finish, he does not hesitate.
Easy the pass to Barea, stolen by Bledsoe. Butler with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up for the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know. Greg goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Alec Burks checked in for Kevin Love. Pass to AC. Lamb up top. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Orlando, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The shot, no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. The shot by House is no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Butler gets it to go.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Here's Lamb. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. House kicks to Barea. Shoots it. Kept alive Orlando. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Bledsoe outside. Burks
Look at that
in the corner.
defense.
Just 5 on the clock.
That's high IQ. Right in that passing lane, still there. Didn't box out.
And it's Orlando
Almost
with the rebound.
got the board.
House has got his 4th
right.
rebound in this one. Passes to Barea.
Look at this guy.
And
No
he banks in the
problem.
layup. Barea's got 8 points.
No problem.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender.
Here's my
and
number.
get a
Call
clean
me
look at the
maybe.
basket.
Bledsoe against Barea. Bledsoe finds Butler. Back to Bledsoe. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. House has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Uh-oh, what's
Well,
next?
I tell you what, he's going to buy himself
What's
a
he
ticket
gonna do
to
next?
the bench. If he
What
keeps
a
shooting it
pass.
like that, he has
What
been
a cut.
putrid here this quarter.
Now here's Lamb, covered by Oubre. Takes it off the glass.
That play was
Now it's a
made possible
4-point
by
Magic lead.
Yeye
Hey guys, he
Barea.
has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Bledsoe. Count it. Good. He's got 11.
About
Lucky.
the soft touch of Bledsoe that time. Awesome job of arcing the ball, the floater high up into the air to get 2.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Kevin Love comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Alec Burks. Then for the Magic, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Now here's Butler. Tight defense on him. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. And so it's Lamb with it. He
put
brings
it
it up for the
Yeye.
Magic. The lead is 2. He dishes it to Kaminsky. Good D by Thompson. The Thunder shooting 41% for the game. Here's Butler. Offensive rebound.
Wow.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
1:04 left in the third quarter. And Lillard kicks to Kaminsky. How's the pass to Kaminsky? Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Brown. He had a nice open look right there. And the Magic lead by 2. The Thunder shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Bledsoe dishes to Butler. Back to Bledsoe. Outside Butler. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
Shooting off the pass, that means Bledsoe set himself early and was ready to let it fly.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kaminsky. Good D by Thompson. Brown wide open. He fires. Off the left rim and out. Over in the corner, Lamb drills the three-pointer. Lamb's got 7 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Magic. They lead by a bucket. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Here's the terrible assist of the game.
Artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a
I'm
canvas.
going with
Just beautiful
Geico.
basketball.
Fuck State Farm.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Damian Lillard out there with Harden. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Lamb at the small forward position.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Here's Westbrook. Love kicks to Westbrook. Brown outside. Bledsoe outside. With the floater, and the basket is good. Bledsoe's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, Bledsoe can play fast, but it's about him playing under control. A nice job in that pick and roll set.
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Lamb. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Westbrook. Now here's Bledsoe. Covered by Lamb. No good from Bledsoe. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. Dishes to Westbrook. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lillard outside. Over Westbrook, and again it's Orlando converting.
That's a strength of Lillard's game right there. A gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Thunder trailing by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Westbrook passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. James Harden with the rebound. Orlando leading by 7. Pulls it up. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Marcus All comes in for Kaminsky. And it's Green in for Lamb. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Thompson kicks to Brown. Here's Westbrook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
It's so subtle, but what an effective up fake from Westbrook there. The defender couldn't help but take a bite.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good. Russell Westbrook, passionate about the game of basketball, Brent, we know that, but fashion among his foremost interests outside the game.
Yeah, the honor the gift fashion line, which, you know, Kevin, you and I don't think we have much in our closets from that, but got to respect it. Fearless, not only on the court, but off the court in some of the attire that Russell Westbrook brings to the game.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Orlando leading by 9. From deep, Harden. Thompson with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Love with a second chance points.
Yeah, how about the positioning there, Kevin? Just waiting on that side of the rim, knowing the ball was going to ricochet right to him.
To the inside. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Bledsoe kicks to Westbrook.
More like West Brick.
The kick out to Brown. Bledsoe outside. The dish to Love. Shot clock at 3. From the high post. No good off the front iron. And it's Harden with the ball for Orlando. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
Rooting out guys for his position and then outworking them. So you add fundamentals with the effort. Leader by example.
Orlando leading by 7. Outside, Green. Gasol finds Green. Here is Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Thunder have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Bledsoe kicks to Love. Down low, Westbrook, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, body and control isn't just for your shampoo at home. It's right there in Russell Westbrook. He gets fouled and still converts.
And the Thunder making a change here. Butler's checked in.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Thunder trailing by 7. Brown with it. Love outside. Kicks it to Westbrook. Over Harden. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 23 points.
That's a nice release on the mid-range jump shot. Westbrook getting more consistent from there. Loves the right side especially.
The pass to Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Now Brown. Thompson outside. Love against Gasol. Outside Westbrook. No good from outside. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Magic leading by 6. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Green. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Top of the key, Butler. Here's Thompson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard, the pass to Harden. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And Gasol gets it to go.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Brown kicks to Love. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And 11 points for Kevin Love.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Gasol dishes to Lillard. Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Over Butler. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Westbrook. And it's good off the back rim and in. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Lillard from outside. Here's Adams. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, you have to put at least one body on Adams, maybe 2. With his size and relentlessness, he'll light you up on the offensive glass.
Love finds Westbrook. Here's Brown, guarded by Harden. Harden against Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Over Harden. It's a hand on it. And Love with the second chance points.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Passes it to Harden.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Brown the pass to Westbrook. And Thompson kicks to Westbrook. To take the lead. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Marc Gasol.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer. And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense. You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Adams right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Well, he's such a big guy, Adams, but he does move quite well, and that helps his ability to get to the free throw line.
They throw good, Adams. And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
It's good. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Now, that's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Westbrook scanning the floor to the paint, trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Another shot. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Harden kicks to Lillard. Pass to Adams. Green with the ball. He's covered by Thompson. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Brown the pass to Love. Shot clock at 6 to end the run, and it's good on the way up. Love's got 13 points in the second half.
That's why Kevin Love with the ball right now is not a bad option.
Harden against Butler. Here's Gasol. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And the Magic lead by 7.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Westbrook makes them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Harden kicks to Lillard. Over Westbrook. That one a little long. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And Butler, here we go. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you can see the leadership there that Butler possesses. Commanding the rock on important possessions here down the stretch.
Harden at the free throw line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Brown dishes to Thompson. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocked away and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, it really depends on what's available, so we'll see how the defense lines up here.
Big shit.
Harden against Westbrook. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Money!
Westbrook more and more becoming a lethal distributor.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Kicks it to Brown to tie it up.
Oh,
No good from 3-point
you got all those
territory.
guys out there,
And
then you
now
have Jaylen Brown
they need the
shooting
ball
your
back
three.
as soon as possible.
Yeah.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
So the Magic win it.
All
A
around.
narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldrich,
Wherever Jimmy Butler goes, the losses follow. So I'd be a little nervous if I were the Thunder. Yep, that's plenty. Check it out on YouTube if that wasn't long enough. Oh, my VC paycheck from the NBN. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.